In the pursuit of success, most people focus on external factors, skills, strategies, and hard work, believing that these alone determine their achievements. While these elements are essential, they only scratch the surface of what it takes to perform at the highest level and live a truly fulfilling life. Beneath every extraordinary performance lies something far more powerful: the mind. The way we think, feel, and interpret our experiences shapes not only our results, but also our entire quality of life. This is the essence of inner excellence, a mindset that transforms the way we approach challenges, setbacks, and opportunities. Inner excellence is not just about achieving peak performance in sports, business, or personal pursuits. It's about developing the mental clarity, emotional resilience, and deep sense of purpose that allow you to thrive in every aspect of life. It's about training the mind to see beyond fear and doubt, to stay calm under pressure, and to remain fully engaged in the present moment. When you cultivate inner excellence, you no longer define success solely by external achievements. Instead, you measure it by the depth of your focus, the strength of your mindset, and the unwavering commitment to personal growth. The truth is, most people operate on autopilot, allowing their thoughts and emotions to dictate their actions without conscious awareness. They react to circumstances rather than intentionally shaping their responses. This leads to self-doubt, stress, and frustration when things don't go as planned. But those who develop inner excellence understand that success is not about controlling every outcome. It's about mastering the inner game. They learn to quiet the mental noise, to embrace challenges with confidence, and to trust in the process rather than fearing failure. Throughout history, the greatest athletes, performers, and leaders have all shared one common trait: an exceptional ability to control their minds under pressure. Whether it's a tennis player facing match point, an entrepreneur making a critical decision, or an artist pushing creative boundaries, those who excel at the highest level do so because they have trained their minds as rigorously as they have trained their bodies or skills. This book is about helping you develop that same level of mental mastery. As you embark on this journey toward inner excellence, you'll discover that the key to extraordinary performance isn't found in external rewards or recognition. It's found in the quiet confidence that comes from knowing you are in control of your thoughts, emotions, and actions. It's found in the ability to stay present, to focus on the process rather than the outcome, and to embrace challenges as opportunities for growth. By the time you finish this book, you'll have the tools to transform your mindset and unlock your full potential. Whether your goal is to become a top performer in your field, lead with greater clarity and purpose, or simply experience more joy and fulfillment in your daily life, the principles of inner excellence will guide you toward the best possible version of yourself. This journey is not about perfection, it's about progress. It's about learning to navigate life with a mindset that empowers you to perform at your peak, no matter what challenges come your way. Your mind is your greatest asset. The question is, are you ready to train it for excellence? Chapter 1. The Power of the Mind. Our thoughts shape our reality. Every action we take, every decision we make, is first formed in the mind. The way we think influences how we feel, and how we feel dictates the way we act. This cycle, thoughts, emotions, and actions, determines the quality of our performance, and ultimately, the quality of our lives. Yet most people live without ever consciously examining or training their minds. They allow thoughts to come and go without direction, emotions to dictate their behavior, and external circumstances to shape their sense of control. But those who achieve greatness in any field, whether in sports, business, or life, understand that mastering the mind is the key to reaching their highest potential. The mind is like a muscle, and just like any other muscle, it can be trained and strengthened. The difference between those who crumble under pressure and those who thrive in high-stakes situations is not talent or skill alone, it is mental conditioning. A well-trained mind stays calm in the face of adversity, focused in moments of distraction, and resilient when confronted with failure. Without this level of mental discipline, even the most skilled individuals can fall short of their potential. Imagine a high-performing athlete stepping onto the field for the biggest game of their life. They have spent years refining their skills, training their body, and preparing for this moment. Yet, as soon as the pressure mounts, doubts creep in. Their thoughts shift from confidence to fear. What if I fail? What if I let my team down? That fear triggers stress, tightening their muscles and affecting their reaction time. The body, once conditioned for peak performance, is now restricted by the mind. This is the power of thought in action. But just as negative thinking can hinder performance, positive and intentional thinking can elevate it. When an athlete trains their mind to remain calm, to trust their preparation, and to focus solely on the present moment, their body follows suit. Their movements become fluid, their decisions sharper, and their confidence unshakable. This mental training is what separates the good from the great. The same principle applies to entrepreneurs making bold business decisions, artists pushing creative limits, and individuals striving for personal excellence. Training the mind begins with awareness. Most people go through life unaware of the constant dialogue happening in their heads. These inner conversations, whether empowering or limiting, shape self-perception and behavior. Becoming conscious of these thoughts allows for intentional change. When someone replaces doubt with self-belief, fear with courage, and stress with focus, they begin to see a shift in their performance and overall well-being. The process of mental training requires consistency, just like physical training. Meditation, visualization, and self-reflection are all tools that help strengthen mental discipline. Meditation teaches control over thoughts and emotions, allowing a person to detach from negativity and remain present. Visualization programs the brain for success, making desired outcomes feel familiar before they even happen. Self-reflection fosters growth by identifying thought patterns that either empower or hold someone back. These techniques, when practiced regularly, create a mental environment where excellence can thrive. A trained mind doesn't just improve performance, it transforms life itself. When thoughts are clear, emotions are stable, and actions are purposeful, challenges become stepping stones instead of obstacles. Success is no longer a matter of chance, but a direct result of inner mastery. This is the power of the mind, and those who harness it unlock extraordinary potential. Chapter 2. Vision and Purpose. A clear vision is the foundation of all extraordinary achievements. Without a strong sense of direction, even the most talented individuals can feel lost, unsure of where to focus their energy. Vision is more than just setting goals. It's about having a deep understanding of what you want to achieve and why it matters. It acts as a guiding force, shaping decisions, actions, and mindset. When vision is clear, distractions lose their power, and challenges become stepping stones rather than obstacles. Defining a vision begins with looking inward. Many people chase success based on external expectations, what society, family, or peers believe they should accomplish. But true fulfillment comes from aligning success with personal values and passions. It requires asking deep, honest questions. What excites you? What impact do you want to make? What kind of life do you want to create? These answers help form a vision that is uniquely yours, one that resonates on a deep emotional level. Once a vision is established, it must be reinforced daily. The mind is naturally drawn to what it focuses on consistently. This is why successful individuals immerse themselves in their vision, using visualization, affirmations, and constant reminders to keep their goals in sharp focus. When vision is deeply embedded in the mind, motivation becomes intrinsic, and obstacles lose their ability to deter progress. However, vision alone is not enough. It must be paired with purpose. Purpose is the driving force behind every action, the reason why a goal matters. A vision without purpose can feel empty, leading to burnout and frustration. But when a strong purpose fuels a vision, challenges become meaningful, setbacks turn into lessons, and persistence becomes second nature. Purpose creates emotional resilience, allowing a person to push forward even when external rewards are not immediately visible. Aligning actions with vision and purpose requires discipline. Every choice, no matter how small, should be evaluated against the larger goal. Is this action moving you closer to your vision, or is it a distraction? Successful individuals filter their decisions through this lens, ensuring that their daily habits align with their long-term objectives. This level of commitment eliminates wasted effort and keeps progress steady. The most powerful visions are those that extend beyond personal gain. While achieving individual success is fulfilling, the greatest sense of purpose often comes from making a positive impact on others. When a vision contributes to something larger than oneself, whether it's inspiring people, solving problems, or creating meaningful change, it carries even greater strength. It fuels perseverance and adds deeper meaning to the journey. Creating a vision and living with purpose is not a one-time process. It evolves over time, shaped by new experiences, challenges, and insights. Regular reflection is essential to ensure alignment with core values and to make necessary adjustments. Success is not about rigidly following a single path, but about staying true to a deeper calling while adapting to new circumstances. When vision and purpose are in harmony, every day becomes intentional. Work no longer feels like an obligation, but a mission. Hardships no longer feel like burdens, but opportunities to grow. Life gains clarity, and the journey toward success becomes just as fulfilling as the destination itself. Those who master this mindset unlock a level of performance and satisfaction that goes beyond what they once thought possible. Chapter 3. Controlling Thoughts and Emotions. The way we think shapes the way we feel, and the way we feel influences how we act. Our thoughts and emotions are the driving forces behind every decision, every reaction, and every achievement. Yet most people allow these forces to control them rather than mastering them. They react impulsively to situations, letting stress, fear, and doubt dictate their actions. But those who achieve greatness understand that controlling thoughts and emotions is the key to maintaining focus, confidence, and resilience under any circumstances. Stress and negativity are inevitable, but they do not have to dictate outcomes. The first step in mastering them is awareness. Most people operate on autopilot, allowing negative thoughts to run unchecked in the background. These thoughts often stem from past experiences, limiting beliefs, or fear of failure. But just because a thought arises doesn't mean it has to be believed. Recognizing negative patterns as they appear creates an opportunity to interrupt and reframe them. Instead of thinking, "I can't handle this," a trained mind shifts to, "This is a challenge, and I am prepared to face it." Small shifts in thinking create significant changes in emotional response. One of the most effective ways to manage stress is by focusing on the present moment. Most anxiety comes from either dwelling on the past or worrying about the future. The mind becomes consumed with what-if scenarios, draining energy and focus. Training the mind to stay in the present removes the weight of unnecessary stress. Techniques like deep breathing, meditation, and mindfulness anchor thoughts in the now, allowing for clarity and calmness even in high-pressure situations. When the mind is fully engaged in the present, it performs at its peak. Reframing situations is another powerful tool for emotional control. Every event is neutral until we assign meaning to it. A setback can be seen as a failure or as a lesson. A stressful moment can be perceived as overwhelming or as an opportunity to grow. By consciously choosing how to interpret experiences, emotions shift from negative to empowering. High performers develop the habit of looking for solutions rather than dwelling on problems. This mental shift transforms challenges into stepping stones rather than roadblocks. Staying calm under pressure is a skill that can be developed with practice. One way to cultivate this is by conditioning the mind to see high-pressure situations as normal. The more often the mind experiences pressure, whether through mental rehearsal, controlled exposure, or visualization, the more familiar it becomes. Athletes, performers, and leaders train themselves to thrive in stressful conditions by repeatedly simulating those experiences in their minds. When a moment of real pressure arises, their response is not panic, but calm, focused execution. Emotional control also comes from understanding that emotions are temporary. No feeling, whether it is fear, frustration, or anxiety, lasts forever. Recognizing this helps in managing emotional reactions rather than being consumed by them. When emotions arise, instead of reacting impulsively, a trained mind acknowledges them, understands them, and then chooses a response that aligns with long-term goals. This ability to pause before reacting is what separates those who break under pressure from those who rise above it. Mastering thoughts and emotions is not about eliminating stress or never feeling negative emotions. It's about developing the ability to respond rather than react. It's about creating space between stimulus and response, allowing logic and purpose to guide actions rather than fear or doubt. Those who cultivate this skill gain an unshakable advantage, not just in performance, but in life itself. They move through challenges with confidence, handle setbacks with resilience, and maintain clarity even in the most demanding situations. This is the power of mental mastery, and those who develop it unlock a level of excellence that few ever reach. Chapter 4. Focus and Awareness. Focus is the foundation of excellence. In a world filled with distractions, the ability to concentrate deeply on a single task is becoming increasingly rare. Most people struggle with fragmented attention, constantly shifting between tasks, notifications, and thoughts. This scattered focus weakens performance, drains mental energy, and leads to frustration. However, those who master the skill of deep concentration unlock a powerful advantage. They accomplish more in less time, make better decisions, and experience a sense of clarity and control over their work. The mind is like a lens. It can be either scattered and blurry or sharp and precise. When focus is weak, energy is dispersed in multiple directions, leading to average or even poor results. But when the mind is trained to concentrate intensely, it becomes a powerful tool for achieving peak performance. Deep focus allows a person to fully engage in the task at hand, eliminating unnecessary mental noise and increasing efficiency. Whether in sports, business, or creative endeavors, those who can sustain their attention for extended periods consistently outperform those who allow distractions to dictate their actions. Training focus requires discipline. The brain is wired to seek novelty, which is why distractions are so tempting. Social media, endless notifications, and constant interruptions feed this craving for new information, making it difficult to stay engaged with one task. To break this cycle, it's essential to develop habits that strengthen concentration. One effective method is time blocking, setting aside dedicated periods to work without interruption. Another is single tasking, where full attention is given to one activity at a time instead of juggling multiple tasks. These small shifts train the brain to resist distractions and remain present. Mindfulness plays a crucial role in strengthening focus. At its core, mindfulness is the practice of paying full attention to the present moment without judgment. It teaches the mind to stay anchored in what is happening right now, rather than being pulled into worries about the future or regrets about the past. When practiced regularly, mindfulness improves concentration, reduces stress, and enhances overall performance. It creates mental clarity, allowing a person to approach tasks with calmness and precision rather than scattered energy. A simple way to incorporate mindfulness into daily life is through conscious breathing. Taking a few deep breaths before starting an important task signals to the brain that it's time to focus. Another method is mindful observation, choosing an object or sensation and fully immersing attention in it. Whether it's the rhythm of breathing, the sounds in the environment, or the sensation of movement, this practice strengthens the brain's ability to concentrate. Over time, Mindfulness rewires the mind to stay present for longer periods, making deep focus a natural state. High performers across all fields understand the value of focus and mindfulness. Athletes use visualization and breathing techniques to stay present before a big game. Musicians and artists enter a state of flow where they lose themselves in their craft. Business leaders practice mindful decision-making to navigate complex challenges. The common thread among them is the ability to direct their attention with intention and discipline. Developing focus and awareness is not just about improving productivity, it's about enhancing the overall quality of life. When the mind is fully engaged in the present, every experience becomes richer, every interaction more meaningful. Instead of rushing through tasks with a restless mind, life is lived with purpose and clarity. Those who cultivate deep focus and mindfulness unlock a level of performance and fulfillment that few ever experience. It is not talent alone that separates the best from the rest. It is the ability to control attention and remain fully present in every moment. Chapter 5. The Power of Belief. Belief is the unseen force that drives us forward, often determining the outcomes of our endeavors before we even begin. It's the fuel behind every great achievement, whether it's overcoming obstacles, performing at the highest level, or pursuing a challenging goal. Our beliefs shape our perceptions, actions, and even our experiences. They can either propel us toward success or hold us back from reaching our true potential. When we believe in ourselves, our abilities, and our vision, we unlock an inner power that allows us to accomplish what might otherwise seem impossible. Self-belief is more than just positive thinking. It's the deep conviction that we are capable of handling whatever challenges come our way. It's the understanding that setbacks are part of the process, not signs of failure. When belief is strong, failure becomes a stepping stone, not a reason to quit. This unshakable confidence allows us to take risks, pursue our passions, and maintain resilience even when the road gets tough. Without belief, doubt creeps in, and every obstacle feels like an insurmountable wall. But with belief, obstacles become opportunities for growth and learning. The most successful individuals in history, whether in sports, business, or personal development, share one common trait: an unwavering belief in themselves. They didn't wait for external validation or perfect conditions to take action. They moved forward with confidence, trusting in their ability to handle whatever came their way. Whether they were entrepreneurs building empires from scratch or athletes pushing the limits of human performance, their belief in their abilities gave them the strength to overcome setbacks and keep going when others would have given up. Building self-belief starts with recognizing and addressing limiting beliefs. Many people carry unconscious beliefs about themselves that hold them back. Thoughts like, "I'm not good enough, I don't deserve success, or I'll never be able to do this." These beliefs are often formed from past experiences or societal conditioning, and they have the power to sabotage even the most promising endeavors. The first step in cultivating unshakable confidence is to identify these limiting beliefs and replace them with empowering ones. This requires a conscious effort to challenge negative thoughts and reframe them. Instead of thinking, "I can't do this," a person with strong self-belief would say, "I may not know how to do this yet, but I am capable of figuring it out." Another powerful tool in building belief is visualization. By vividly imagining success and rehearsing achievements in the mind, the brain becomes more familiar with the feeling of success. This creates a sense of confidence and readiness for real-life challenges. Athletes use visualization to mentally rehearse their performance, seeing themselves succeeding under pressure. Entrepreneurs use it to envision successful business ventures and overcoming obstacles. This mental training reinforces the belief that success is not just possible, it is inevitable. Affirmations also play a crucial role in strengthening belief. Repeating positive statements such as, "I am confident, I am capable," or "I am worthy of success," reinforces the idea that success is within reach. Over time, these affirmations reprogram the subconscious mind, shifting it from a place of doubt to one of certainty. Building belief also requires action. It's easy to feel confident when things are going well, but true self-belief is forged in moments of challenge. When you take bold action despite fear or uncertainty, you prove to yourself that you are capable. Each small success builds confidence, and over time, this creates a snowball effect. The more you act with belief, the stronger your belief becomes. Confidence is contagious. When you carry yourself with belief, others begin to believe in you as well. This self-assurance attracts opportunities, support, and positive energy, creating a cycle of success. People are naturally drawn to those who exude confidence because they inspire trust and admiration. Belief is not about arrogance or overestimating one's abilities. It's about recognizing your own worth and understanding that you are capable of achieving whatever you set your mind to. It's about trusting the process, having patience, and knowing that setbacks are just part of the journey. With unshakable belief in yourself, you will not only perform at your best, but also inspire others to believe in themselves and achieve their own extraordinary success. Chapter 6. Letting Go of Fear and Doubt. Fear and doubt are two of the biggest barriers to success. They creep into the mind, creating hesitation, uncertainty, and a reluctance to take action. Often, these fears are not based on reality, but are self-imposed limitations, beliefs that have been unconsciously accepted as truth. Overcoming these mental barriers is essential for unlocking potential and achieving extraordinary performance. The difference between those who succeed and those who don't is not always skill or intelligence. It is often the ability to move forward despite fear and doubt. Many fears originate from past experiences, societal conditioning, or a desire to avoid failure. People fear rejection, embarrassment, or making mistakes. They worry about what others will think or whether they are truly capable. These thoughts create a cycle of inaction where fear prevents progress and the lack of progress reinforces fear. The only way to break this cycle is to confront these fears directly and challenge the beliefs that support them. One of the most effective ways to overcome fear is through action. Fear thrives in uncertainty, but when action is taken, the mind gains clarity. The more a person steps outside their comfort zone, the more they realize that fear is often an illusion, something that exists only in the mind. Every time an individual faces a fear and succeeds, their confidence grows and fear loses its power. Even when failure happens, it is rarely as devastating as imagined. Instead, it becomes a lesson, proving that mistakes are not the end, but part of the learning process. Shifting from fear-based thinking to growth-based thinking is a transformative process. Fear-based thinking is focused on avoiding pain and protecting oneself from failure. It leads to hesitation, perfectionism, and playing it safe. Growth-based thinking, on the other hand, embraces challenges as opportunities to learn and improve. It understands that discomfort is a sign of progress and that failure is simply feedback. Those who adopt this mindset are willing to take risks, make mistakes, and push beyond their perceived limitations. One way to reframe fear is by asking the right questions. Instead of asking, "What if I fail?" a growth-oriented person asks, "What if I succeed?" Instead of thinking, "I'm not ready," they ask, "How can I prepare?" These small shifts in perspective make a significant difference in how challenges are approached. The mind moves from a defensive state to an empowered one, focused on possibilities rather than obstacles. Letting go of doubt also requires a shift in self-perception. Many people doubt themselves because they compare their journey to others or focus on their weaknesses instead of their strengths. It's important to recognize that growth is a personal process, and success is not about being perfect, it's about progress. Those who believe in their ability to improve are far more likely to take action and persist through challenges. Mindfulness and self-awareness are valuable tools in overcoming fear and doubt. By observing thoughts without judgment, it becomes easier to recognize negative patterns and replace them with empowering beliefs. Instead of reacting automatically to fear, a person can pause, analyze the thought, and consciously choose a different response. With practice, this creates a mindset where fear no longer controls decisions. The most successful people are not fearless. They simply do not allow fear to dictate their actions. They understand that doubt is natural, but they refuse to let it hold them back. Instead, they take action despite their fears, trusting that growth and success lie on the other side of discomfort. Letting go of fear and doubt is not about eliminating these emotions, but about learning to move forward regardless of them. When fear no longer dictates choices, possibilities become limitless, and extraordinary performance becomes the new standard. Chapter 7. The Process over Outcome Approach. Most people are conditioned to focus on outcomes, winning the game, achieving the goal, or reaching a specific milestone. While having goals is important, an outcome-driven mindset can create unnecessary pressure, anxiety, and frustration. The problem with obsessing over results is that they are often influenced by external factors beyond our control. A single mistake, an unexpected challenge, or circumstances outside of our influence can derail even the best plans. This is why the most successful individuals adopt a process over outcome approach, shifting their focus from results to effort, learning, and progress. When people focus solely on the outcome, they often judge their performance based on whether they succeed or fail. If they succeed, they feel good. If they fail, they feel discouraged. This binary way of thinking ignores the reality that growth and mastery happen in the process, not just in the final result. A person who focuses on the process values the effort they put in, the skills they develop, and the lessons they learn along the way. They understand that results are merely a byproduct of consistent improvement and dedication. By embracing a process-oriented mindset, individuals can stay motivated and resilient even when things don't go as planned. They no longer view setbacks as failures, but as valuable learning experiences. Instead of being discouraged by mistakes, they analyze them, adjust their approach, and move forward with greater knowledge and skill. This mindset creates long-term success because it fosters continuous improvement. Each day, each practice session, and each challenge becomes an opportunity to refine skills and grow stronger. Athletes, for example, don't win championships by fixating on the final score. They focus on their training routines, perfecting their techniques, and giving their best effort in every practice. Business leaders who build successful companies don't just think about profits. They focus on creating value, refining their strategies, and solving problems. When individuals commit to mastering their craft, success naturally follows. One of the greatest benefits of a process over outcome approach is that it reduces fear and anxiety. When people focus too much on results, they often fear failure, which can lead to hesitation, self-doubt, or even quitting. But when the focus shifts to effort and learning, there is no true failure, only progress. Each attempt, whether successful or not, is a step forward. This mindset also encourages patience and perseverance. Many people give up on their goals because they don't see immediate results. But those who focus on the process understand that success takes time. They trust that as long as they continue improving, the results will come. This allows them to stay committed, even when the journey is difficult. Ultimately, the process over outcome approach leads to more sustainable and fulfilling success. When people enjoy and engage fully in their work, they naturally perform at a higher level. They don't just chase goals, they build the habits, skills, and mindset needed to achieve them consistently. Success then becomes a natural result rather than a fleeting moment. By focusing on the process, individuals unlock their full potential, overcome setbacks with resilience, and create a path to extraordinary performance and lasting fulfillment. Chapter 8. The Role of Visualization. Visualization is one of the most powerful tools for achieving peak performance. The mind has a remarkable ability to influence reality, and when used effectively, mental imagery can enhance confidence, improve skills, and prepare individuals for success. Top athletes, performers, and high achievers across various fields rely on visualization to train their minds, strengthen their belief systems, and refine their abilities. By vividly imagining success before it happens, they create a mental blueprint that guides their actions and increases the likelihood of achieving their goals. The brain does not distinguish between real and imagined experiences. When a person vividly visualizes an event, whether it's executing a perfect golf swing, delivering a compelling speech, or performing on stage, the same neural pathways activate as if they were physically experiencing it. This mental rehearsal conditions the brain and body to perform at a high level, even under pressure. It reduces uncertainty, builds familiarity, and enhances muscle memory, making success feel natural and achievable. Top athletes use visualization as a fundamental part of their training. Olympic sprinters mentally rehearse their races, seeing themselves explode off the starting blocks and crossing the finish line with precision. Basketball players imagine sinking game-winning shots, feeling the ball leave their hands and swish through the net. Golfers picture themselves making perfect strokes, controlling every detail of their swing and follow-through. By repeatedly visualizing success, they create a sense of certainty and confidence that translates into real-world performance. Performers in other fields use similar techniques. Public speakers mentally rehearse their presentations, imagining the audience's engagement and their words flowing effortlessly. Musicians visualize flawless performances, feeling each note and movement as if they were already on stage. Entrepreneurs envision successful negotiations, seeing themselves making strategic decisions with clarity and confidence. The more they engage in these mental exercises, the more they prepare their minds to execute flawlessly in real situations. Effective visualization goes beyond simply seeing an outcome. It involves engaging all the senses. The most successful practitioners not only picture their success, but also feel the emotions, hear the sounds, and even sense the environment. A tennis player visualizing a match should imagine the weight of the racket in their hand, the sound of the ball hitting the court, and the adrenaline of competition. The more vivid the mental image, the more powerful its impact. Repetition is key to making visualization effective. Just like physical training, mental rehearsal needs to be consistent. The more frequently a person visualizes success, the more their mind aligns with that reality. This practice not only enhances technical skills, but also strengthens the belief that success is possible. When faced with challenges, those who have visualized themselves overcoming obstacles are more likely to remain calm, focused, and resilient. The power of visualization lies in its ability to shape expectations. When the mind expects success, the body follows. Doubt and hesitation fade, replaced by confidence and certainty. By using visualization regularly, individuals create a mental advantage that sets them apart. They step into real-life situations already primed for excellence, making success not just a possibility, but an expectation. Chapter 9. Developing Mental Toughness. Mental toughness is the key to sustained success and high performance. It is the ability to stay strong in the face of adversity, push through challenges, and maintain focus and discipline even when things get difficult. Those who achieve extraordinary results are not necessarily the most talented or fortunate. They are the ones who refuse to give up when obstacles arise. They understand that setbacks are part of the journey, and that true strength comes from how they respond to difficulties, not just from their skills or knowledge. Resilience is the foundation of mental toughness. Life is unpredictable, and challenges are inevitable, but resilient individuals do not allow failures or disappointments to break them. Instead of viewing setbacks as signs of defeat, they see them as learning opportunities. When things do not go as planned, they analyze what went wrong, adjust their approach, and move forward with greater wisdom and determination. They do not dwell on past failures or let negative emotions control them. Instead, they develop the habit of bouncing back stronger every time they face adversity. One of the most effective ways to build resilience is to shift perspective. Instead of seeing hardships as unfair or insurmountable, mentally tough individuals view them as necessary growth experiences. Every obstacle is a chance to develop problem-solving skills, patience, and inner strength. By embracing difficulties rather than avoiding them, they become more adaptable and confident in their ability to handle any situation. Discipline is another crucial aspect of mental toughness. Motivation alone is not enough to achieve great things. It is discipline that ensures consistent action, even when motivation fades. Motivation comes and goes, but disciplined individuals continue putting in the work regardless of how they feel. They follow their routines, stick to their commitments, and push through discomfort because they understand that progress is built on daily habits, not occasional bursts of inspiration. Developing discipline starts with small, intentional actions. It requires setting clear goals, creating a structured plan, and committing to follow through. Even on days when they feel tired, unmotivated, or discouraged, mentally tough individuals show up and do the work. They train their minds to focus on long-term rewards rather than short-term discomfort. Over time, this consistency builds unstoppable momentum, making discipline second nature. Handling pressure is also a critical part of mental toughness. High achievers stay composed even in high-stakes situations because they have trained themselves to manage stress effectively. They use deep breathing, mindfulness, and positive self-talk to stay calm and focused under pressure. Instead of allowing fear or anxiety to take over, they remind themselves of their preparation and trust their abilities. They understand that pressure is a privilege. It means they are in a position to do something meaningful. Mentally tough individuals also control their inner dialogue. They do not allow self-doubt or negativity to dominate their thoughts. Instead, they replace limiting beliefs with empowering ones. They remind themselves that they are capable, strong, and prepared to overcome any challenge. They cultivate an unshakable mindset that refuses to accept failure as final. Ultimately, mental toughness is what separates those who achieve their dreams from those who give up when things get hard. It is not something people are born with. It is a skill that can be developed through practice and perseverance. By building resilience, maintaining discipline, and handling pressure with confidence, anyone can strengthen their mental toughness and unlock their full potential. The key is to keep moving forward no matter what, and to trust that every challenge is shaping them into a stronger, wiser, and more capable version of themselves. Chapter 10. Building Habits for Success. Success is not the result of one big action, but rather the accumulation of small, consistent habits practiced daily. The most successful individuals understand that excellence is built through routine and discipline, not just talent or motivation. By establishing the right habits, they create a foundation for continuous growth and long-term success. Habits shape behavior, influence mindset, and determine the level of success a person can achieve. One of the most powerful aspects of habits is their ability to create automatic, repeatable actions. When something becomes a habit, it no longer requires conscious effort or willpower. It becomes second nature. This is why building the right habits is crucial. Whether it's waking up early, exercising, reading, or setting daily goals, these small actions compound over time and lead to extraordinary results. Small changes, when practiced consistently, lead to significant transformations. Many people underestimate the power of minor improvements because they expect instant results. However, success is rarely about making dramatic changes overnight. It is about making small, incremental adjustments that build momentum over time. A person who improves by just 1% every day will experience exponential growth in the long run. Creating habits that lead to success starts with identifying the key behaviors that align with one's goals. The first step is clarity, understanding what needs to be done daily to move closer to success. Once the right habits are identified, the next step is consistency. A habit only becomes ingrained through repetition. The more frequently a person engages in a positive behavior, the easier it becomes to maintain. Another key to building successful habits is starting small. Many people fail to establish habits because they try to make drastic changes all at once. The best approach is to start with small, manageable actions that can be sustained over time. Instead of committing to an hour of reading daily, start with 10 minutes. Instead of trying to meditate for 30 minutes, begin with 5. By starting small, resistance is minimized, and the habit becomes easier to integrate into daily life. One of the most effective ways to reinforce habits is through habit stacking, linking a new habit to an existing one. For example, if someone wants to develop a habit of journaling, they can do it right after their morning coffee. If they want to start stretching daily, they can do it immediately after brushing their teeth. By attaching new habits to established routines, they become easier to remember and execute. Tracking progress is another powerful habit-building technique. People who measure their actions are more likely to stay committed. Keeping a simple checklist, using a habit tracker, or journaling progress can provide motivation and accountability. Seeing progress, no matter how small, creates momentum and reinforces the behavior. Another important factor in habit formation is eliminating obstacles. The easier a habit is to perform, the more likely it will be repeated. If the goal is to eat healthy, keeping nutritious snacks readily available makes it easier to make the right choices. If the goal is to exercise regularly, setting out workout clothes the night before removes friction. Simplifying the process makes habit formation smoother. Ultimately, building habits for success is about consistency, patience, and long-term commitment. The small choices made each day determine the future. By focusing on daily improvements, even if they seem insignificant, a person can create unstoppable momentum toward their goals. The key is to start small, remain consistent, and trust that small actions, when repeated over time, lead to extraordinary results. Chapter 11. Living in the Present Moment. Living in the present moment is one of the most powerful ways to achieve true fulfillment and peak performance. In today's fast-paced world, many people are either dwelling on the past or worrying about the future, missing out on the only moment that truly matters, the now. Those who learn to stay fully engaged in the present experience deeper joy, increased focus, and greater success in their personal and professional lives. The present moment is where life happens. It is the only time when action can be taken, decisions can be made, and growth can occur. However, the human mind is often distracted, jumping between past regrets and future anxieties. People replay past mistakes, wishing they had done things differently, or they anticipate future challenges, worrying about things that may never happen. This mental habit drains energy and reduces effectiveness, making it difficult to fully enjoy and engage with life as it unfolds. One of the greatest benefits of living in the present is the ability to perform at a higher level. When fully engaged in the moment, the mind becomes sharper, creativity flows more naturally, and productivity increases. Athletes call this state the zone, where they become completely immersed in their performance, reacting instinctively and effortlessly. Musicians, artists, and professionals experience similar states of flow when they are deeply focused on their craft, free from distractions and self-doubt. Being present also strengthens relationships. When people truly listen to others without thinking about what to say next or checking their phones, they build deeper connections and trust. Presence allows for more meaningful conversations, greater empathy, and stronger bonds with loved ones, colleagues, and friends. The quality of relationships is not determined by how much time is spent together, but by how fully engaged one is in those moments. Avoiding distractions is key to staying present. The modern world is filled with constant interruptions, social media notifications, endless emails, and the pressure to multitask. These distractions pull attention away from what truly matters, reducing both productivity and peace of mind. One of the best ways to cultivate presence is to consciously limit distractions. Turning off unnecessary notifications, setting designated times for checking messages, and creating moments of silence throughout the day can help train the mind to stay focused on the task at hand. Mindfulness is a powerful practice for developing presence. Simple activities such as deep breathing, meditation, or even paying attention to daily routines, like eating, walking, or drinking coffee, can help anchor the mind in the present. By bringing full awareness to each experience, even mundane moments can become richer and more enjoyable. Over time, mindfulness becomes a habit, making it easier to stay present in any situation. Letting go of the need to control the future is another important aspect of living in the present. Many people waste time worrying about things beyond their control, leading to unnecessary stress and anxiety. Trusting the process and focusing on what can be done right now brings a sense of peace and empowerment. By fully engaging in the moment, progress happens naturally, and future outcomes take care of themselves. Living in the present is a choice that must be made repeatedly. It requires training the mind to focus on the now, rather than getting lost in thoughts of the past or future. When this habit is cultivated, life becomes more fulfilling, work becomes more productive, and relationships become more meaningful. Every great achievement, every moment of joy, and every act of greatness happens in the present moment. Embracing it is the key to living fully and achieving true excellence. Chapter 12. Creating a Legacy. Creating a legacy is about more than personal success. It is about making a lasting impact on the world and the people around you. True fulfillment does not come solely from achievements, wealth, or status, but from how one's life influences others in a meaningful way. Those who cultivate inner excellence naturally create a positive legacy, inspiring others through their actions, values, and the way they live their lives. Inner excellence is not just about reaching personal goals, it is about becoming the best version of oneself. When individuals commit to self-mastery, discipline, and continuous growth, they radiate confidence, wisdom, and kindness. This inner strength allows them to uplift those around them, whether through leadership, mentorship, or simple acts of kindness. Their presence becomes a source of inspiration, showing others what is possible when one lives with purpose and integrity. One of the most powerful ways to create a legacy is by making a positive impact on others. Success becomes truly meaningful when it is shared. Whether through teaching, coaching, philanthropy, or simply leading by example, those who prioritize inner excellence naturally influence those around them. They leave behind a ripple effect, helping others unlock their own potential, overcome obstacles, and strive for greatness. The impact of a legacy is not measured in grand gestures alone, but in the small, consistent ways people touch the lives of others. A kind word, a helping hand, a lesson taught with patience. These moments create lasting impressions that shape the future. Many of the world's greatest leaders, thinkers, and mentors are remembered not just for their achievements, but for the way they uplifted those around them. True legacy is built through authenticity and alignment with core values. Those who live with integrity, purpose, and a commitment to excellence naturally inspire respect and admiration. Their actions speak louder than words, and their influence extends far beyond their lifetime. People remember how they made them feel, how they encouraged them, and how they led by example in the face of challenges. Leaving a meaningful legacy requires living intentionally. It is about focusing on the long-term impact of daily choices rather than just immediate gratification. It means asking, how do I want to be remembered? And ensuring that every action aligns with that vision. By making a commitment to inner excellence, individuals not only improve their own lives, but also leave the world a better place for future generations. In the end, a legacy is not about what one accumulates, but about what one contributes. It is about the lives touched, the wisdom shared, and the example set. By striving for inner excellence, making a positive impact on others, and living with purpose, anyone can create a lasting legacy, one that continues to inspire long after they are gone. Final thoughts: the journey to inner excellence. The journey to inner excellence is a lifelong commitment to continuous learning, growth, and self-mastery. It is not about reaching a final destination, but about embracing a mindset of constant improvement. Those who strive for excellence understand that personal growth is an ongoing process, one that requires discipline, self-awareness, and a deep commitment to becoming the best version of themselves. Continuous learning is the foundation of inner excellence. Every experience, success, and failure presents an opportunity for growth. The most successful individuals are those who remain curious, open-minded, and willing to learn from every situation. They seek knowledge, challenge their own beliefs, and push beyond their comfort zones. They understand that mastery is never fully achieved. Rather, it is built through consistent effort, reflection, and adaptation. At the same time, true excellence is not solely about external success. Many people chase achievements, wealth, and recognition, only to realize that these things alone do not bring lasting fulfillment. The key to a meaningful life lies in balancing ambition with inner peace. It is about striving for greatness while remaining grounded, present, and content. Maintaining balance requires self-awareness and emotional intelligence. It means understanding when to push forward and when to step back, when to challenge oneself and when to rest. It is about recognizing that inner peace is just as important as external accomplishments. Those who achieve this balance do not let stress, pressure, or external expectations dictate their lives. Instead, they cultivate a sense of calm and purpose that guides them through any challenge. Ultimately, the journey to inner excellence is about aligning success with fulfillment. It is about living with integrity, making a positive impact, and continuously evolving into a stronger, wiser, and more resilient person. The greatest achievements are not just in what is accomplished, but in the way life is lived, with passion, purpose, and a deep sense of meaning. By committing to this path, anyone can unlock their full potential and create a life of extraordinary impact and fulfillment.